Hey guys, it's Full Cards here, live and direct from Brooklyn, New York. In front of me today I have a box of 2012-13 certified from Panini. Panini is an Italian company, been around since 1961. As you can see, 2012-13 would be Kreider and Jaden Schwartz's rookie year. It's sort of a conglomeration of rookie years, actually. It was a lockout year, so there's actually these redemption cards, which are also rookies in the 2013-14 series of the certified. So it's a little bit of an amalgam, if you will. So let's see what we get within the box. Theoretically, we should get 10 cards, 10 packs per box, 5 cards per pack. We should get an autograph, 3 additional autograph or memorabilia cards, a mirror parallel, and some other inserts. 50 cards total. As you can see, there's a bit of a tier checklist. We've got the Mass Marvels, which are goalies. We've got the Immortals. We've got certified rookies and freshman signatures, which are also rookies. Freshman fabric signatures, which are rookies. And those sort of blind redemptions. The other thing you would look for, again, would be parallels. So you have mirror reds, you have mirror blues, you have a lot of mirrored stuff going on. Mirror gold, and the emeralds and blacks are really scarce, scarcities and rarities. So that is what we are looking at. And so let's see what we get within this box. It's an interesting box, I believe. There we go. Done and done. One and done. And it's a nice box. The packaging is really very mid-end. I would venture and gather that the right price point for this product would be around $30. That's what I would speculate would be good for the typical consumer. And as we see, we've got OV on the cover here, as if he knew a few years later he would win the Stanley Cup. So let's see what we get. As I said, tier checklists and a couple of parallels theoretically, and an auto, etc. These are very mirrory cards by definition. They are foliage, so expect to see a lot of metallic and silvery sheen. So first card is Gabe Landeskog. Back of the cards, typical Panini-ish, very basic, very white. And there you go. So first card is Gabe Landeskog. We have an Antoine Vermette. We have a hit there, so we'll see what that hit is in a second. In the first pack, Antoine Vermette. We have Craig Anderson, who is actually now in 2018 the 3rd oldest goaltender in the NHL. So he's had an illustrious career. There's Grabowski, who played, of course, on the Habs as well. There's the back of the card once again, clean drawn out look. There's OV, and we do have a fabric of the game. So this would be our first insert. It's super thick, and it's number 19, so it would happen to be Jonathan Toews. That is awesome. One of my favorite players in the history of the game. And you can sort of see the reflection of my Expos cap. How sick is that? So this is just a plain red jersey. It's numbered to, it looks to be numbered to 299. Very, very nice to get a Jonathan Toews, a Hall of Famer, a 3-time Stanley Cup winner, a Team Canada captain. He is just bound for glory. Here we happen to have our first blank spacer within there. Continuing on, man, James Neal. We have a Ryan Callahan, and then we will see what that insert is. We definitely have an insert. There's Brian Boucher. And what would our insert be? Let's see. Upside down. Oh, cool. It's a max patch. Look at this max patch already. So this would happen to be one of the red mirror cards, as they're called. Again, numbered to 199, which is the standard numbering for the common red sort of mirror ball parallels. Really nice to get a max patch. So got myself a Hab. Of course, he's now on your Vegas Golden Knights. But you were talking about a guy who perennially for a few years put up close to 30 goals. And he works patchworks and patches. If you know Patch, he does a lot. He gets a lot of shots on goal. He's pretty stealth. I think I'm going to put this one aside because it's so thick. It's definitely something in there. So compare and contrast this to Artifacts. The fact that we've opened up 2 packs and we've already gotten 2 very decent inserts. We can get redemptions. So this, obviously the redemptions would be expired, but I've actually heard really positive things about Panini redemptions, though I've never tried to redeem them myself. I've heard that they actually honor them or they replace them even years later. So that's something which can be considered very positive. Now I have another one in here, and I'm not really sure what this thing is. It's really cool looking. We've got Marty St. Louis. We got the Jiggy, and we have an interesting goaltender insert here. There's Dustin Byfuglien, Jiggy, and oh cool, we got this Curtis Joseph. Now this is called Goalie Pulls. I've never seen this before. Wow, check this out. How handsome is this? Look at this. Look at this thing. It slides out. It's called a goalie pull, and it's a slide out acetate. That is unbelievable. I didn't even know this thing existed. I do not open certified products. I'm going to take a quick poke, a peek, a stab, a look at the Goalie Pulls checklist. So the Goalie Pulls checklist runs 50 cards, actually. You can get your James Reimers and Jake Allens and Chet Pickards, etc. But you also can get some legendary ones. And so this would be numbered, on our checklist would be numbered Goalie Pull 7. So this is actually one of the best potential ones we could theoretically get, to get a Leaf. He just actually, I think his book called CUJO was just released, and apparently it's a really beautiful, dynamic book. And I'm tempted to read it, just like I read The Game from Ken Dryden. Man, is that cool. Okay. So that's our third insert under the video. Man, this is fun. What a cool product. Here we go. This would be our first base pack, I believe. We got Michael Grabner. All he does is score, not much more. We have Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner's had a glorious year. Daniel Alfredsson, who was drafted, I believe, what was it, 95, 96 or something? He was not drafted his rookie year. There's Nazem Kadri. Same rookie year as Saku Koivu. There's Nazem Kadri, whose rookie year was 2010-11. And then Jonas Hiller, who was a very able and steady goaltending force on the Ducks. Continuing on, this is just really a lot of fun, this product. We got Rene Bourque, who showed some flashes in his playoff run with the Habs. Ryan Getzlaf, who is a sort of one of my favorites, played almost 900 games, almost 900 points, or something to that effect at this point. He's almost 100th, I think, in the all-time list now of points in the NHL. We have this blank, put the blank aside. David Backes, who you probably also know from the Boston Bruins, Marty Havlat. And we have another insert. Do we continue on with our Canadian Mojo? No, this is a Bolt. And we got a Vinny Le Cavalier, another red mirror parallel. Really cool. Loving the sheen, loving the rainbow sheen on that. Still can't get over that goalie pull. All right. Lots of fun. So the interesting thing is you can get a redemption, and they actually had sort of redemptions that were only named subsequently. So you do have rookies who were drafted from 2010, 2011, 2012, and even 2013. And the 2013 ones, like the Galchenyuks, the Yakubovs, are actually redemption cards that were honored. There's even a Gallagher rookie card, I believe, in this particular set, even though his rookie year was the year subsequent. That's how confusing the rookie class is, unfortunately. Oh, I think I do have a redemption here. So let's see what it is. Well, I will call them. Max Patch, Nick Johnson, Tyler Myers, as well as Danny Heatley. So here would be the redemption. It's a Scott Glenny redemption. A Scott Glenny redemption. Okay, so he was a redemption. So card 188. He was actually high up on the freshman checklist, as they call it. I'll just take a peek at that. And certainly, so the freshman fabric signature. This is actually an auto rookie. This is an auto rookie card of Scott Glenny. There would be J.T. Brown, Chet Pickard. I could have gone Kreider, Schwartz, Silverbird, but I did get the Scott Glenny, and they will redeem it or they'll replace it with another card. So that's super interesting. Even though it's 6 years later, apparently. So I shall give them a call and see what they say. I will put a postscript under the video in terms of what they ultimately sent me. Because I'm sure people are curious about that. There's Drew Doughty. We do have an Immortals card, and the Immortals is of Stevie Y. That's pretty nice. And so this card here is up above the 100 base checklist, 126, and it is just of $9.99 for this Stevie Yzerman. So 126. Yeah, so just these are all serial numbered to $9.99 unless they are parallels, which that is not. There's Michael Backlund and then Jason Pominville, who plays inconsistently but fairly well nonetheless. Really, really interesting thus far. Still a couple of packs left. So we did get one auto redemption, which I will have to dial in. And we do have another one here. We have a little something, something. I'm going to put this off to the side. I'll come back to that in a second. Okay. Continuing on here, we do have something in here again. So every single pack seems to deliver a little something, something. We have Iggy, one of my favorites. Zdeno Chara. And we do have a rookie card here, and it's Ryan Hamilton, who was a Leafs prospect. Interestingly, this is actually a of 50 rookie card, so this probably is a parallel. So 146 would be the Certified Rookies checklist, which is a pretty underwhelming checklist, by the way. Your better rookies are elsewhere within the checklist. But the Blues are numbered to 50, so this is a blue parallel rookie of Ryan Hamilton. Okay. Continuing on, Brendan Smith and Shea Weber, who's back in action these days. So let's go through these two other packs that I set aside, put aside, left aside, and see whether they deliver as well. Jamie Benn, who's still a beast. Gino Malkin, who's still a beast. Marian Hossa. Jonathan Taves. And we have a Masked Man card. So that's another insert of Braden Holtby, and that's numbered to $9.99. So it's probably a base Masked Man on the Masked Man checklist. And then we do have what I believe to be, is that Backstrom? It looks like Backstrom. It would be cool for Backstrom and OV, but let's see what this is. Oh, it's a Boston play. Oh, so this is a conference, Eastern Conference dual jersey of David Krejci, and it's awesome. And Nick Backstrom. That is a beautiful looking card. And it's 213 of 250. What a beautiful jersey. So we got a David Krejci and a Nick Backstrom. Nick Backstrom is just a tower of power. The guy gets like 60 assists a year. He puts up 80 points. And of course he's, the sidekick to OV, but he's like a Yari Curry figure. Unbelievable. Really, really, really nice. I love it. I love this card. Okay. Then finally, last card. Let's see what else we could potentially theoretically get. So if there's Vinny Lecavalier, and we do have something here. There's Jason Arnott. So let's see what this last card would deliver. Oh, wow. We got another auto. We got a Torrey Krug. So this is a rookie auto of Torrey Krug. He's actually one of the best non-redemptions you could potentially get. Really cool. Very nice to get a Torrey Krug. Wow, Boston forward, man. Boston strong. He's had a really decent, very solid career with Boston. Really nice. So just wondering who's on this checklist. So the base freshman signatures checklist, which isn't the redemption checklist, would run in the 140 to 160 range, if I am not mistaken. It actually runs from 153 to 176. And on this checklist, you have Krug, Kuma, Stone, Sexsmith. You basically, Cizikas, this is probably one of the best ones on this. Matt Clark, Matt Donovan, Michael Stone. So really, this is probably the best or second best one on the freshman signatures checklist. So really interesting. I say we should do a little bit of a recap. Okay, guys, time for the recap. In terms of base, for our face, we received some 40 metallic-y rainbow silver beautiful cards. Really substantial, nice, well-cut, sharp corners, really sharp, clean, foily cards. So 40 of these, about approximately maybe 42. So that would be the base for our face. In terms of high number card, just basic high number cards, we received 2 of them. We received one of the Immortals of Stevie Y. Stevie Y, who is, I think, presently 7th all-time in points in the NHL. With some 1,600 games played or whatever it is, as well as a Braden Holtby, which is pretty stellar. Both these cards are numbered to 999. One's 240 999. The other one is 594 of 999. So those 2 metallic higher on your checklist cards. We did receive a couple of the parallels. In terms of the red parallels, we received a Vinny Lecavalier, who did hoist it with Tampa. And it's numbered to 199, as all the reds are, as well as a Max Patch. Max Patch himself, before he was captain of the Montreal Canadiens and before he fled to the Golden Knights, 12 of 199, as the reds are all numbered to 199. What else did we receive? We did receive a couple of the rookie cards, interestingly. Well, our base rookie card, we received one sort of lower on the checklist rookie card prospect, and it would be of Ryan Hamilton, who was a Leafs prospect. But this is actually a blue parallel, because the blue parallels are blue tinted and tinged and rainbowy, and numbered to 50. So this is 45 of 50. It's a Leafs prospect who played a couple of games with the Leafs and a couple of games with Edmonton, I believe, not much more than that. Yet he is a Leafs prospect for posterity. What else did we receive? We did receive 2 fabrics. So the first one would have been of Jonathan Toews, a really beautiful relic jersey of Jonathan Toews, if you can imagine that, as you can take a peek at my ball cap. And it is numbered to 299, so that's very nice. And then secondly, we received a Path to the Cup relic. So this is pretty sick. And it is of the Eastern Conference. So this probably, I assume, would have been 2012. And it would be, or 11, 12, one or the other. And it would be of Nicholas Backstrom, who has some 800 plus points in 800 plus games, almost a 1 point a game guy, as well as a David Krejci. So this is a beautiful, awesome, handsome dual jersey. Really, really sick. Love it. Really, really cool. Backstrom, who is OV's best sidekick. What else did we get? Strangely, we did receive a redemption. There are rookie redemptions for high up on the list, which are really sort of possibly the rookies of the subsequent year. It's complicated because of the lockout. But we did get the Glenny. Scott Glenny, I think he basically was in the Dallas organization. He was drafted 8th overall, but he didn't. He played mostly with the Dallas affiliate in Texas. And I think he played on the Wheat Kings as well before that. But this is actually redeemable. And interestingly, even though it's done in 2014, apparently you can redeem them. So I'm going to give them a call. Sometimes they actually replace it with other cards, which would be ideal. I mean, Scott Glenny's was considered a high prospect, but he didn't really deliver. And then the other rookie, so that's our auto rookie. And then the other auto I received, and it's strange, Panini does actually redeem them, while Upper Deck a lot less so. And then the other rookie I received was Torrey Krug, and it's actually an auto. So this is really cool. This is actually one of the best ones of this particular checklist. It's got some stuff on it, but Torrey Krug's definitely a staple with Boston, and one of the nicer autos you can get. So that's kind of cool of that particular checklist, running around 150 through 170. Finally, the coolest card I received, I think, is this awesome Goalie Pulls. I've never seen this before. It's a CUJO, and it's an acetate which you can actually play with. Really awesome interactive card. I love it. And this, of course, CUJO is 5th overall and wins in the history of the game as a goaltender, so it's pretty cool. So that's basically it. A really sort of substantial, intriguing haul we have here of all kinds of nice stuff from Certified from 2012-13. Really recommend this product for $30 or less. It's you'll get something, and you'll get multiple things. And each pack pretty much had a cool insert in it, which is excellent when you have 10 packs. Well, anyways, provide me with a like, and be sure to subscribe. I will be giving away these cards. I always give cards away. I'm going to be Fulton Cards live and direct from a place called Brooklyn, New York.